Next question. A refrigerator takes an electric power of 150 watt and rejects 450 watts to the surrounding. The coefficient of performance of the refrigerator. So basically COP is asked. COP is desired refrigerating effect by work input. So we will draw a refrigerator. So this is a refrigerator. So it takes heat from the storage space. So this is a storage space, and it rejects heat to the surrounding. This is surrounding by work is done to it. So here electric power supplied is work done is 150 watts and rejects 450 watts to the surroundings. So it is 450 watts. So what is QR? QR is, so we know that two lines are going inside the refrigerator. So QR plus 150 is equal to 450. So basically QR is 300. So COP is desired refrigerating effect. So this is basically the storage space needs to be cooled. So QR by work input, that is equal to QR is 300 by work input is 150. Answer is 2. The option is D. Next question. Which of the following is a CFC refrigerant? CFC is chlorofluorocarbon refrigerant. Now let's go through the options. Option 1 is R744. R744 is carbon dioxide refrigerant. Now R290, option B, R290 is basically propane, which is C3H8 refrigerant. R718 is water, H2O, water, which is used as the refrigerant. And our answer is R502. It's a chlorofluorocarbon CFC refrigerant. So basically R502 is an azeotropic mixture of R22 and R152A. So several other CFC refrigerants are also available, which they can ask. Some of them are R11, R12, R113, R115, R500, etc. So these are very important. So our answer is R502, CFC refrigerant. Next question. If the equilibrium speed of the governor is constant for all radii of rotation of the fly balls within the working range, it is known as, answer is isochronism. 69, option is isochronism. Now what is sensitiveness of a governor? Sensitiveness is given by N1 minus N2 by N mean or N. So sensitiveness is given by N1 minus N2 by N. Now another important question which can come from this area is the controlling force diagram. So controlling force diagram. So where we can draw, it's a graph between force and the radii of rotation R. For isochronism, it starts from the origin, and this one is the case for isochronism. And for unstable governor, the curve is like this: unstable, and for stable governor, it is like this. For this one is stable. So here 69, the answer is A, isochronism. In isochronism, the equilibrium speed of the governor is constant for all radii of rotation. So it's basically a linear effect. Next question. The gyroscopic couple of a suspended disc rotating at 1015 Newton meter and the moment of inertia is 0.4 kilogram per meter square. Then the precision velocity of the disc in radians per second is. So basically it's a question from vibration. We know that the formula for gyroscopic coupled is I omega omega P. Here C is given to be 15 Newton meter. 15 Newton meter is equal to I, moment of inertia is 0.4, and omega here it is given in terms of RPM. So we have to convert it into radians, 2 pi n by 60, and omega P, which is the precision velocity, they have asked in radians per second. So basically on solving this, we get omega P is equal to 0.358. So option A is the right answer. Next question. The crystal structure of austenite is? So it's a straightforward question. Answer is B. Austenite is gamma iron, which its crystal structure is FCC, face-centered cubic. And we know that ferrite is alpha iron and its structure is BCC. So the option is answer B. Next question. The maximum energy that can be absorbed per unit volume without creating a permanent distortion in a material is known as. So the answer is without creating a permanent distortion is known as, option is A, modulus of resilience. So the difference between modulus of resilience, modulus of toughness, etc. we will see now. So if you plot a stress strain curve, so say x-axis we have stress, y-axis we have stress and x-axis we have strain. So if we plot a stress strain curve, so this point is the rupture point. So the area under the stress strain curve, up to rupture is called modulus of toughness. So roughness, modulus of toughness, that is up to rupture. Rupture means it creates a permanent deformation. Now the area under the stress strain curve up to elastic point, or area under the stress strain curve up to elastic point, or proof stress limit is called modulus of resilience. So it doesn't create a permanent deformation. Now it can also be written as modulus of resilience can be also be written as UR is equal to half into stress into strain, sigma y, or strain can also be written as stress by E, sigma y into sigma y by E, or sigma y square by 2E. This is an expression for modulus of resilience. So proof resilience is area under the stress strain curve up to elastic limit. So here the maximum energy that can be absorbed per unit volume without creating a permanent distortion of the material is modulus of resilience. So next question, the welding process which uses non-consumable electrode is, answer is option C, gas tungsten arc welding. 76C. Now for a damped vibrating system, when the critical damping coefficient is less than the damping coefficient, the system is known as, answer is B, overdraft. C by Cc, theta is equal to C by Cc. The critical damping coefficient Cc is less than C, so it is overdamped. So next question, a thin-walled spherical shell is subjected to an internal pressure. If the radius of the shell is increased by 1%, with an internal pressure remaining the same, the percentage change in Hooke's stress. So Hooke's stress formula is given by PD by 40. So sigma H2 is 1% more. The radius of the shell is increased by, radius of diameter is increased by 1%. That is sigma H2 is 1.01 times sigma H1. Here sigma H 1% is 1 by 100, that is equal to 0.01. So that more than sigma H2 is 1.01 times sigma H2. Now they have asked for the percentage change in Hooke's stress. Percentage change in Hooke's stress is given by sigma H2 minus sigma H1 by sigma H1, that is equal to 1.01 minus 1 by 1 times is equal to 0.01, that is equal to 1%. Answer is A.